Hello, welcome to the Happy Night Project. Kamusta? So, day 3 ng ating commitment sa pagla-live. So, nag-iba ako ng headband, di ba? So, kamusta kayo? Anong balita? Ang topic natin today ay ano ba yung mga top jobs na pwedeng gawin ng isang Filipino dito sa Thailand? So, unang-una, ito muna ay according disclaimer, hindi po ako expert, hindi din po ako recruiter, hindi rin po ako, um, ayun. So we're going to talk about the top jobs here in Thailand for Filipinos. Just to give you a background, yung may may memorandum kasi na naglalabas ng listahan ng mga trabaho na hindi puwedeng gawin ng mga foreigners sa bansang Thailand. So, mahaba yung, mga listahan. Next time magkakaroon ako ng another live session para doon or a dedicated vlog para doon. So, basically ang summary ng job description na hindi para sa atin ay yung mga posisyon na, may kinalaman sa kanilang kultura, may kinalaman sa craftsmanship na nakakapagpaangat ng Thailand, kagaya ng kultura ng wood carving or sa textile or related sa mga sa turismo nila. So, yung mga tourist guide, kung mapapansin niyo ang tourist guide dito ay talagang Thai at mga nagwo-work sa tourist industry ay talagang Thai. Pero baka naman sabihin niyo, paano naman yung iba na, um, may, may foreign workers pero nasa tourism industry? So, iba naman din yung saklaw nung clause na yon. So, merong provision sa Ministry of Labor, merong ratio ng Thai nationals at foreigners na allowed na mag-coexist sa isang company provided that they meet this criteria. So, okay yun, i-a-allow yun. Meron ding maraming mga saklaw. I will have a separate vlog about work permit, yung mga legal clauses naman nun, according to my experience. So again, disclaimer, ito naman ay para mag-share lang ng information. At to begin with, I'd like to thank you. Thank you for watching Happy Night Project. So this is our third day. I'm going to talk about the top jobs na napansin kong patok para sa mga Pilipino dito sa Thailand. So first, of course, ay teachers. May dalawang klase ng teacher dito, isang NES or native English speaker, tapos yung isa ay kina-classify nila na non-NES. So, ano bang ibig sabihin ng non-NES? So, ibig sabihin non-English speaker or hindi native non-native English speaker, o 'di ba? So, kagaya nating mga Pilipino, hindi naman natin first language ang English, so hindi tayo mako-consider na, first language speakers. So, karamihan sa mga first language speakers, yun yung nabibigyan ng pagkakataon, especially kung ang posting ng particular school ay nakalagay dun, they would prefer NES or native English speakers. So yun, ibig sabihin pagkapanganak nila, ang first language na nila ay English. So, like ang America or let's say ang South American, first language nila English din. So yun, may mga ibang bansa pa. So magbibigay ako ng definition, palawigin natin 'yan sa next discussion dito sa Happy Night Project kung paano niyo may ka-classify ang sarili niyo. Let's say you want to work as a teacher here in Thailand. So teacher, napaka-importante. So I'm going to allot a separate vlog for it. So, ang next one ay ano pa nga ba yung puwedeng gawin ng mga Pilipino dito? Karamihan sa nakikita kong Filipino, bukod sa teachers, kagaya ng asawa ko ay engineers. So, kung ikaw ay civil engineer or industrial engineer or kung ano-anong pang klase ng engineer ang iyong pinagtapusan, you definitely have a chance here in the land of smiles. So, hindi lang siya gano'n ka-popular compared sa pagtuturo when it comes to job opportunities, when it comes to job postings, pero still, posibleng maging inhinyero ka dito sa Thailand. And ano ba yung nangyayari 'pag, ikaw ay isang engineer na nagtatrabaho sa Thailand? I'm going to give you a separate blog then regarding that. As a wife of an engineer working here, so I'll give you a background about what they do, how they do it, and what's the life of a wife. Opo, so ano naman yung mga mangyayari sa iyo kung isa kang wifey. So, yon. So, ang next one, bukod sa guro, sa inhinyero, ang next one na nakikita kong posible, eh, of course, if you are going to work for embassies. Well, yes, narinig niyo ako. Maraming iba't ibang embahada, bukod sa embahada ng Pilipinas dito sa Thailand, may mga iba't ibang embahada ng iba't ibang bansa na nakita ko napaka-diverse dito sa Thailand at surprisingly, nagulat na nga, pero surprisingly may mga Filipinos pa din na nagtatrabaho sa ibang embahada bukod sa embahada ng Pilipinas. So, siyempre hindi rin ako makakapag-disclose ng mga information na 'yan dahil siyempre pinapangalagaan natin ang kanilang privacy at ang kanilang identity. Pero yes, posible. If you have the skills, if you have the language, knowledge, or the background, aside from English, kung marunong ka ng ibang lengguwahe at kung marunong kang mag-Thai. Napansin ko kasi before I would like to work for an embassy but may mga requirements na kailangan Thai, marunong mag-Thai, both written at tsaka speaking. So kung naiisip mo na gusto mong mag-work sa Thailand sa ibang embassy bukod sa embahada ng Pilipinas, might as well learn a language that would make it as your own leverage kumbaga. So, ano-ano ba yung mga languages na sa tingin mo ay makakatulong sa'yo para mag-apply ka sa ibang embassy. So, yun, puwede mo din gawin yun. But the thing is, ibang usapan naman yun when you're going to do that from the Philippines and when you're gonna do that here in Thailand. Kasi may mga legal consequences, may mga legal clauses ang mga job applications, 'di ba? So, I am not encouraging you to try it na wala kang legal basis and I'm not urging you to come here and then do it right away, no? My purpose or the purpose of this vlog is to inform you about the available jobs for Filipinos here in Thailand. Not necessarily telling you na ngayon may hiring o punta na kayo dito, no? Iba po yun. So, yun. So, yun yung other option or yun yung mga Filipino jobs. So, una, teacher. Pangalawa, engineers. Pangatlo, mag-work ka sa mga iba't ibang embahada ng meron sa Thailand bukod sa embahada ng Pilipinas. So, the next one is mag-work ka sa hotel bilang chef kung provided na ang iyong, ang iyong putahe ay isang international cuisine at expert ka dito, may expertise ka kasi kailangan hindi porket marunong ka, puwede ka na kasi may mga clauses nga kung ano yung skill na kailangan pagdating naman dun sa legal, procedure pagdating sa work permit. So, kung sa tingin mo may high skill ka, high technical skill na ikaw lang ang puwedeng gumawa, yun puwede puwede ka din mag-apply sa pagiging chef, sa, sa pastry, ganyan. Kung may mga techniques ka na puwede mong ibahagi para makaambag sa tourism, then by all means do so. Ang isa pa na alam ko ay ang pagiging sales and marketing manager. Totoo. So, ibig sabihin kasi na-experience ko din 'yun. So, pero sa IT company naman, hindi kasi lahat ng companies ay eligible na mag-hire ng foreigner para gawin ang kanilang marketing kasi technically, legally speaking, ang trabaho na ito ay para sa isang lokal. So, kailangan meron kang natatanging skill na ikaw ang masasabi mo na you really deserve to be in that position dahil ikaw ang expert, dahil ikaw yung may technical trainings, dahil ikaw yung may certifications na yun. So, maraming maraming factors yun. So, yun yung isa pang work. So, review, teacher, engineer, chef, tapos, sales and marketing manager. And then, pagdating naman sa iba pang trabaho, nandito din yung mga IT experts. So, may mga IT may tawag, may mga IT experts na talaga namang Filipino. So, yun yung mga UI, UX designer, yun yung mga skills. Kung meron kayong particular skill na kagaya nito, try nyo ang Thailand kasi may mga kakilala ako na yun yung ginagawa nila sa UI, user interface, user experience. Yun yung dine-design nila. Alam niyo yung sa website or sa mobile application, yung experience ng customer sa pagki-click ng mga bagay-bagay, hanggang sa maging successful sila sa pagbili sa mga online shopping websites. Surprisingly, maraming Filipino ang nagtatrabaho sa kanila. And yes, legal naman ang mga ito. So yun, so UI UX designer, very patok din na trabaho yan dito sa Thailand for Filipino. At nalaman ko dahil may mga kakilala akong UI UX designers. So yun, yun yung mga puwede niyong gawin. So, ano pa ba? So, yun. Yun naman yung masasabi ko na puwede niyong gawin as an alternative sa pagtuturo or dun sa iba pang common. So, maghanap kayo ng skill na meron kayo at ilagay niyo yun sa kung nandito na kayo sa Thailand. Mas madali kasi kung nandito na sa Thailand. Para yung mga pagpa-process niyo, minsan nga kahit nandito na sa Thailand may challenges pa when it comes to processing the documents. Hindi lang naman 'yun sa Thailand nangyayari, nangyayari din 'yun kahit sa ibang bansa, 'di ba? But with the right mindset, magagawa naman natin 'yan. Hindi naman imposibleng maging reality din 'yun para sa'yo. So, 'yun naman yung isa kong mashi-share. Tapos, ano pa ba yung mga puwede nating gawin? Ano pa ba yung mga ano pa ba yung mga puwede nating gawin? Wait lang. So, I'm sharing this link. Wait lang. Jobs for okay. So, yun. So, going back, nag-share lang ako ng live. So, just in case this would be insightful to others. And another thing, if you are a Filipino who would like to work in Thailand, may ibang na trainer sila or HR expert, but I'm not really putting those positions as one of my top key positions for Filipinos in Thailand. Although it's possible because I have seen some of them they work for international organizations like UN, United Nations. So may mga Filipino na nakakapagtrabaho sa ganoong organization. Meron ding nakakapagtrabaho sa NGO and meron ding nagwo-work sa mga printing companies or publications or media in terms of writing. So in terms of sales and marketing, may nagtatrabaho din sa mga international makeup companies as sales and marketing director, sales and marketing um, heads. So, kumbaga yung mga matataas na yung position. At syempre, may mga nagtatrabaho din sa logistics company. So, napakahalaga kasi ng logistics sa Thailand dahil maraming industry dito ang umaasa sa yun nga, yung international relations, logistics, tracking business. So, it's another opportunity for Filipinos who would like to work. So, you can check out logistics company if you have any expertise in terms of international requirements, international shipping, international dealing. So, yun, pasok kayo sa pagiging worker or contributor or sales and marketing manager para sa mga logistics company. Pwede iniisip ko na lang yung mga kakilala ko at saka kung ano yung trabaho nila para hindi ako mahirapan mag-share. So, yun. I'm also just filming this from my home. I this is very random. I was really trying to commit myself in sharing something daily. This is my third day. So maraming maraming salamat. It's my third day committing myself to a daily vlog for a week. And I really thank you for taking the time in watching. I'm also trying to explore regarding the content that people would be interested in watching. So I have explored cooking, I have explored um, mini tour, and but then I realized that since I'm a Filipina in Thailand, I might as well talk about insights or personal stories that people could relate to just in case they would like to work here, they would like to live here, and I think I'm also more confident on that side because I've experienced it myself. I've been here for about 9 years. So whatever it is that I'm gonna share with you, it's all about my my personal experience and even my friends' experience. So another one would be so okay, we're finished with tracking or logistics job. IT jobs, we're also done with that. And there are Filipinas, they work as marketing communications head or Marcom. We call it Marcom. So I've met them. They used to work for five-star hotels, and they're very um they're very I couldn't say okay, I'll look for they're very respected, okay. I was looking for a better word, but of course they're very respected in their fields. So we're talking about marketing communications for PR. I cannot name drop them, but believe me, it really happened. Filipinas holding key positions in marketing and PR, like appearing in social magazines and whatnot. So it's definitely possible. So yeah, you can have that as an option in case you'd like to work here. So and if you're gonna you can be like me, an overseas Filipina wife. So if you're not the person who's going to work, and then you could be the person who could be the wife or the husband of those who are working. So you can also be that person. And then what else? So what are the those are my top jobs for Filipinos in Thailand. In case I've missed anyone or any job description, it's because I'm looking for for other way on how to say it. Some of you might ask me, what about those caretakers or nurses? To be honest, I haven't met any Filipina working as a nurse, but I've met But I've met one Filipino working as a doctor simply because he studied here. He studied in one of the international schools here in Thailand. And he also studied here in one of the universities, medical universities in Thailand. So all the more he's definitely, and his parents were like living here for a very long time, and their address is here for a long time. So yes, it's possible, but I've only met one Filipino doctor. Oh, two rather. I've met another Filipina doctor, but I think she retired. So I've met two in my 9 years of stay here in Thailand. I've only met two medical doctors, two Filipino medical doctors here in Thailand or in Bangkok, particularly in Bangkok. Nurses, clinical nurses, no, I haven't experienced seeing Filipino clinical nurses or medical nurses. I've met nurses by professions, but they're actually teaching health and sciences and also performing other duties in the school, like school nurse. Yes, school nurse. It's possible. I've met one. But it was a school nurse for an international school. What else? Mm, yes. So that's my, as far as my recall is concerned, as far as I can remember, those are the job experiences. Those are the job descriptions for Filipinos living in Thailand. And maybe you might ask me, what about those caretakers? Well, it really depends because there are workers from various embassies who had taken with them some of the caretakers for their children, but they are under their care in terms of visa. So it really depends on how it goes, because remember, it is definitely a must have for you to have the employer that will take care of your visa in any country that you visit. Your visa should be your priority. So that's it. So it's possible I've met one caretaker, and it's nice because she was sharing me some of her photos. She traveled to US, to various countries, Japan, with her with the family that she's assisting. So it's possible because she has her visa and whatnot. Other job description for Filipinos here in Thailand, translator, but nope, it should be done by a local. So it's something that a local lawyer would do for anyone. And what else? Of course, workers of our beloved embassy. So they would go here to work at our own Philippine embassy in Thailand. So those are the types of Filipino workers. I'm trying to recall if there are other positions that I was not able to mention. In banking, in finance, yes. In insurance, yes. There are Filipinos working in the insurance industry, in banking and finance, NGO. Basically, in you would be surprised even in industries like we're talking about the petrol companies, like, and even in FMCG or the food and beverage, like the production. I'm talking about these big top companies in terms of the food production. So there are Filipinos working for them. There are Filipinos working for factories, definitely. But I've met them, but they're holding high positions like director, sales and marketing manager, international marketing manager, and all that. So, yeah, the diaspora story here in Thailand is quite different. I was actually surprised, and I've I've met friends, and they live in a very comfortable life, very big houses provided by the companies. And it's a different diaspora story, don't get me wrong. But I used to think that if you come here, I would only be teaching, and that's the only opportunity for me. But when I came here, that's not the case. There's a lot of Filipinos here and Filipino entrepreneurs as well. But of course, I will not classify them as those who's taking the actual job. But if you would count it as a job in Thailand, well, if you're an entrepreneur and you have the money to invest, then you can be an investor, then by all means go for it. Check out BOI or Bureau BOI. Just Google BOI Thailand for any investment opportunities here. So you could come here as an entrepreneur. So yeah, I mean that's another story. I mean that's another type of conversation, because I haven't experienced that, and it's a different scenario. So those are the things that I'd like to talk about. Thank you for being with me, and hopefully you can like, and if you like this by the way, if you like this content, you can hit the like button, or you can leave me comments down below, because right now I don't see anyone watching me. But I just want to be able to commit myself in what I have started. And again, this is Lizette Zambrano. You can follow me on my Instagram at Filipina Expat, and Happy Night Project is also on Facebook. So yes, you can check out any backstory on my website. It's www.tayona.com to learn more about the situation of Filipinos here in Thailand, particularly if you'd like to learn more about the local tourism, about dining. Send me your ideas if you would like to learn more, so I could do my research better. So this is more of like a test. I know I have started this vlog, but I really want to be able to serve my audience better. So your feedback would definitely help me. So thank you so much for watching wherever you are. Keep safe and have a great evening ahead. Bye.